Well, good evening, everyone. Here we are. We're at the Creation Museum. It's December 6th, December 7 in Australia. I know that because my wife, who's with me tonight, was born December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day. That's how I remember it. Well, we're here at the Creation Museum. We're sort of on the other side of the lake. It's the east side of the lake here right now. We're going to go around to the entrance, but I wanted to give you a look at some of the spectacular lights. The lights here are magnificent. You have to come here to experience it. And ChristmasTown runs through to and including December 30. We're closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And there's all sorts of other great things here too. You can see one of the dinosaurs here that Buddy has sculpted, but he sculpted a new dinosaur that's really big and another one that's out the front of the museum. But every year they add more lights, literally hundreds of thousands of lights. And so I'm going to follow along on my phone here as I open up Facebook, and then that way, if any of you want to make some comments, tell us where you're watching from, and also ask any questions, then we can actually try to answer those for you. Okay, so we're live from the Creation Museum, and this is ChristmasTown. Now down at the Ark is Christmas time, and the lights there are spectacular as well, stunning, and we have programs in the Answer Center. Okay, I was just wondering who was making that sound, who was making that bleeding sound, because I'm walking with my wife, and I thought, is that her? No, that is not her. So, okay, we're walking through the petting zoo here at the Creation Museum because we started on the west side of the lake, no, the east side of the lake tonight. There we are. And so I'll bring it up. Okay, so I'm seeing some of your comments now. Oh, my brother from Australia, David, is watching. David, he's actually a pain in the neck. Well, I say that because he just had an operation on his neck and it's all in pain. So we tell him he's a pain in the neck. Anyway, where is this? This is the Creation Museum in northern Kentucky. Absolutely spectacular. So someone from the United Kingdom is watching, and we have a number of other people here. They're watching. Tell us where you're from. So we're going to walk around and experience a little bit of the lights. We're going to walk quickly through the gardens. I see some of the kids there having some fun. I saw a lot of cars pulling in tonight. So it's every night, starts at 5 o'clock and goes through to 8 o'clock. Every night through to and including December 30, except we're closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And you can see all these beautiful lights. Maybe we could do a run around down here a little bit. So this is in northern Kentucky, and we're 45 minutes from the Ark Encounter. The Ark Encounter has different sorts of lights, but they are absolutely spectacular, and the whole life-size Ark is lit up with the rainbow colours. Here at the Creation Museum we have the Garden of Lights, and it's just stunning. You've really got to be here to experience it. So it's 5 to 8 each night for the ChristmasTown event, and parking is $5 unless you're from the 7 counties in northern Kentucky and one in Indiana, Dearborn, Indiana, that if you can show you live in that county, you get parking free, and the event is free. You can come in here, and if you want to go through the exhibits in the Creation Museum itself, you need a ticket for that. We have a special, really special deal after 5 o'clock, and you can find out more information about that on the website. So go to creationmuseum.org to find out more information about that special deal. But the event itself is free to come to the Garden of Lights and walk around and go inside the main building and the 4D theatre. So you've got someone from Colorado watching, Erie, Pennsylvania. So again, we're sort of just giving you a little overview tonight. Looking back there now at the Creation Museum building. Looking across the lake. It takes a lot of man hours to be able to do up lights like this. I mean, I think this is as spectacular as you're going to see anywhere in this area, in the tri-state area. Hundreds of thousands of lights. I love the way that the lights reflect too in the lake there. So we're looking back at the Creation Museum building. And once we get closer to Christmas, we used to only have this, for basically a week or so around Christmas. So now what we do is we have it for the whole month of December. And we start actually the day after Thanksgiving. We'll do the same next year. And so that really helps to spread out the crowds. But the last 2 weeks of December, except for Christmas Eve and ChristmasTown when we're closed, are very busy indeed. There's actually a lot of people here tonight, but they're all spread out, and we're sort of in a more remote part of the garden here right now. So we're going to go back up towards the entrance. You can see one of Buddy's dinosaurs over there. That's the T-Rex. So we have a number of steel dinosaurs throughout the gardens that are lit up, but I want to show you one of the new ones that he did. I can smell some of the Christmas foods cooking, and now I'm getting hungry. And we'll show you some of the special dinners they do too once we get back over to the restaurant. But I can smell, I don't know, maybe donuts or something. I know we have lots of Christmas festive foods here. Okay, so we're up more towards the entrance. The entrance for the Creation Museum now is where a new parking lot is. And so it's on the south side of the museum. Okay, I see the new dinosaur. Wow, it is spectacular. He did 2 new steel ones for ChristmasTown. And have a look at this one. That really is spectacular. Let's just walk over here so you can see the size of this. There we are. Look at that. See, you can see your own comments. There they are. So I'm going to ask my wife to get a couple of good photos of that.
Okay.
I need some photos of the dinosaur.
Oh, you want me to take them?
Yes. Okay. Please. So let's come out to the front here. Now this is what you need on a nice winter's night. A beautiful fire. People love the fire. Okay, so we're just going to start out the front here. This is our new parking lot, and a lot of vehicles have come in here tonight. I'm so pleased that we're able to build this big new parking lot because we outgrew the original one at the front of the museum, and now on busy nights and for ChristmasTown we overflow this and even use the original one, and even the staff parking at the back of the museum, and we've got an overflow gravel lot too if we need it. So let's just come on in to ChristmasTown. So we'll go over and see what they're doing over here, and we'll quickly walk around through the gardens and get to the museum itself. So let me see what they're doing over here in Pavilion 1. Donuts, funnel cake fries, pretzel, cheese cup dip, warm candy, pecans, large fresh baked cookie, hot chocolate, coffee, bottled water. Okay, so I love these. I love these heaters here. These are really great. These are new for this year. So much better than the other ones we used to have. And then we have some of our items over here that people can purchase. Okay, so let's go on here. There's another dinosaur over there of Buddy's. Walk past that big new steel one he did. He did that up at his place in Ohio, where he lives, and we had to cut it down here on a trailer. I had to take the fin part at the top off to fit under the bridges.
Apparently.
Someone said, give your wife a hug. She looks so sweet. Okay. All right, just to prove to you, they said I've got to give my wife a hug, so I'm going to give my wife a hug. Here you are. All right. How's that? The sweetest couple in Northern Kentucky right now. Okay. Does the chocolate have whipped cream and sprinkles? I didn't stop long enough to find out. I don't know. I'll have to ask him that. Okay, we're walking across the bog area. It's great this year. We have the widened paths. So it makes it so much easier for people to walk. They did a lot of work on these paths. Somebody said happy birthday to my wife Mally. She has 2 birthdays, one today, one tomorrow, because she was born in Australia, so it's already the 7th in Australia, and then in America tomorrow. So she expects 2 presents, one today, one tomorrow, see?
Of course.
Okay, so now we're more on the west side of the lake, and you can see the incredible array of colours for the lights. You just have to come to experience it. You cannot explain this, and even a FaceTime Live like this doesn't do it justice. But it gives you a little bit of an inkling, a little bit of an idea. So if we went to the right there, that would go down to the floating bridge, which we just totally refurbished. After 12 and a half years of use, it wore out and we had to refurbish that. It's hard to believe the museum has been open 12 and a half years. We're in our 13th year. I see a lot of extra things they've added here, and this is the other new dinosaur that Buddy sculpted, steel sculptures. You see it over here. Yep, there it is. So ChristmasTown, right through, including December 30, and every night from 5 o'clock to 8 p.m. entrance is free. Parking is $5 here at the Creation Museum. At the Ark is $10. But if you live in, there's 7 counties in Northern Kentucky and 1 in Indiana, Dearborn, Indiana, that if you show you're a resident there with your driver's license, you don't have to pay parking. And we do that all year long, by the way, for those counties, because they're our neighbours, we're in this area, and we want to support them. So here we have the live nativity, some of the live animals they have here. Oh, look, there's Mary and Joseph. One of the things that we find these days is the nativity has been deleted from many shopping centres, and Christmas music in regard to the Christmas carols is no longer played in many places. So we have what we call traditional Christmas here at the Creation Museum and at the Ark Encounter. They're two different experiences, by the way, very different. So I encourage you to go to one night and then choose another night to go to the Ark. Actually, if you're interested, tomorrow night, Saturday, looks like Saturday is going to be a beautiful day. That'll be a great day to come to either ChristmasTown or Christmas time, the Ark or the Creation Museum. So let's head on out this way and we'll go inside. A lot of people are saying happy birthday to my wife. Someone said they love the nativity. And my brother David said, if you were a nice brother, you would pay for my airfares to come and see it. Well, if he was a nice brother, he would donate the money to the ministry so that, or donate the money to me, and then I would pay for his airfares. Yeah, that's what he could do. All right, this is out the side of the Creation Museum, and I think they have hot dogs and hamburgers or whatever they have. The hot dogs, brats, hot chocolate, etc. And over here, the Kettle Corn. Kettle Corn is really popular. You can actually watch them make it. I don't know if they're making it right now, but they make it right here, and people buy it fresh. Getting ready to make some more?
Getting ready to, yeah.
Getting ready? Okay. Looks like he's getting ready to weld something. So we have a little look around here, across the lake. Somebody said here, wow, this is amazing. Hello from Niagara Falls, New York. Happy birthday to your wife. Yeah, this is, I mean, it is spectacular. I know the only other place in the area that has massive lights over in Ohio is the zoo. Of course, I think our lights are better. They're very exquisite here. The way in which our staff have taken so much time to put them, they're not just thrown up on the trees, they're carefully arranged. And we've added more lights. We add more lights every year. This is a great way to view the gardens here, just outside the museum. Someone said, can you go over the hours and costs again, please? Okay, so, the Creation Museum, if you go to creationmuseum.org and click on the ChristmasTown event, you get all the details there, but the Christmas time event that's free opens at 5 o'clock. So in other words, if you come at 5, you could arrive a little bit before 5 and say you're here for ChristmasTown. But 5 o'clock, then the event is free. You get in free with a special wristband. And parking is $5. But if you're from 7 counties in northern Kentucky, 1 county in Indiana, you actually get it free parking. And that's listed on our website. And then the hours are 5 to 8. There's special foods, Christmas foods. There's different programs like tonight, 12 Stones Christian Academy, which is our Christian school, is doing a program. That's at 7 o'clock, and that's going to be live on my Facebook as well, if you want to watch that and actually see the Christmas event by our Christian school, 12 Stones Christian Academy. This is their end-of-year event that they'll be doing for their parents and grandparents, and it's open to everyone that comes to ChristmasTown tonight. So let's go inside. You'll see him making the kettle corn here. We'll have a little peek in there.
We'll pop out and get you.
So it's starting to pop. There it goes. Look at that. All right, let's see how we're going for time here. Okay, we're just about right because we told them we'd meet them in the kitchen at 6:15. Oh, so nice and warm in here. You know, it's not brutally cold out there. We've had nights where it's been really cold. This is the portico area, and down the end there is our fair trade market. It's coming here. By the way, on the left, there's some construction going on. We are totally refurbishing the planetarium, putting in a laser projection system, new software, new seats, new carpet, new sound equipment. So here we are at Noah's Cafe. So we'll go in here and see that people enjoying the evening meal in that Noah's Cafe. Oh, look at this. Okay, I'll have to show you. This is we have 17 grandchildren, and I'll get our videographer to show you. This is number 17. This is our youngest grandchild. There you are. See, she's already a movie star. Let's go down here and see what foods they have tonight. So we totally redid the cafe here as well, Noah's Cafe. So it's a whole different system now and makes it much faster. So we'll see what special dinners they are offering here. Oh, look, pot roast dinner. There's all sorts of salads and fruit, all sorts of healthy options here for people. Oh, we see the workers in there. Oh, and we're gonna show people what we have, the special dinners we have. And so here we go. So tell us what we have here.
We got a pot roast dinner that comes with green beans, mashed potatoes, and a roll. And then our turkey dinner comes with mashed potatoes, green beans, and a roll.
And how much are they?
$9 for the turkey dinner, $9.49 for the pot roast.
That's a lot of pot roast.
It's very good.
And a lot of turkey. So
Yes, sir.
excellent, great, and green beans and roll and
Yes, sir.
you-
Cranberry sauce on the top.
cranberry sauce on top. Okay, it's making me hungry just looking at that. Very good, thank you. Okay, so there you are. Just to give you an idea of some of the food that you can get here. So somebody here is saying sending out some love from New Brunswick, Canada. They love the Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter. Well, maybe a good place to end this will be here. Encourage you to check on my Facebook because at 7 o'clock we'll be broadcasting live the special program down in Legacy Hall. It's the end of year program and it'll be featuring the students of 12 Stones Christian Academy, which is our Christian school that we have under Answers in Genesis. So might see some of you back for that, and we'll end here as we look at Mary and Joseph here. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory. It's one of the things we do here at Answers in Genesis, the Creation Museum. We make sure people understand God's Word and the saving gospel and the truth of who Jesus is, the Son of God, our Creator, who stepped into history to be the God-man, the babe in a manger, and to die on a cross, be raised from the dead, and offers a free gift of salvation. That's what it's all about, and of course we proclaim that message every day of the year, especially here at ChristmasTown, special emphasis on the message of the Nativity. So with that, we'll say good night, and join us a little later for the program from 12 Stones Christian Academy. So good night, and you have a Merry Christmas.